Good day, everyone. In a world where religious tension become more familiar, we have gathered different people to interview regarding their stand and views on these trending issues. Now, let's proceed.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Before we start, can you make a small introduction about yourself?
Good day to everyone. I am Samantha Cabiles, a student of grade 9 SADO. I am from the Integrated School Department, K to 10.
Hello everyone. So my name is Jasmine Madrileño. I'm the UM's Vice Governor and the President of the Social Science Club.
Good afternoon. My name is Liam Kinobi Alolvido. I am a first year in the College of Engineering.
Hello everyone, my name is Alia Mariel Nerves, first year Electronics Engineering.
Here are some questions for you, Miss Jasmine. So, are there instances where religious beliefs have been used to justify gender inequality or conversely, gender discrimination?
Yes, I believe so. Because of certain religious beliefs, there are times that women have been expected to act better than men. We're expected to act a certain way, talk a certain way, and think a certain way. Otherwise, we are improper. I believe that religious beliefs have, in a way, contributed to a lot of double standards within women.
Yes, of course, there is instances. We can read in the Bible before people are practicing patriarchal society in which men have power over women. So I think in today's generation, I think we cannot really deny the fact that we are still practicing that kind of situation in which our father is the one who will decide for us, right? Our father who will choose a situation in which it can benefit us as a person in every aspect of our lives.
For me, siguro ho, may aragid kay if we go back sa times na balakapin pa maglanta to sa TV about sa Bible, may aragid na yang ang garol gid halin sang una is mga lalaki. So for me, may aragid.
For the second question, how does personal faith and religious practices in religions affect how people make daily choices and find purpose in the modern world?
As we know, currently there are many different religions, so every single religion has their own beliefs, has their own practices. So each person varies from how they make their daily choices or what their purpose is in the modern world.
Well, since these people believe in a higher being, they base everything they do, such as their moral codes, in the rules and laws that their higher being imposes. Other than that, religious beliefs can provide moral support for many of us. For instance, for me, my religion has been a backbone that has supported me. It has been a shoulder that I can lean on in times of doubts. It has been my source of reassurance.
Okay. So in that questions, I think, common good. Common good is the basic goal of every society, and we attain that common good. So in order for us to attain that common good, of course, we need to do good and in ethical way. Of course, before we'll do everything, we should think what is good and what is right. That is why there is natural moral law to recognize what is evil and what is good. That's all.
How have religions influenced social norms, ethics, and cultural practices in contemporary society?
For me, naka-influence gid na siya kay like ang gin-introduce sa aton nga religion which is Christian, like do na-adapt tabalahaw. For example, we celebrate the birth of Christ and also mga birth ni Mama Mary, like gin-adapt tabala kung anong gin-introduce sa aton.
Religions have influenced social norms, ethics, and cultural practices in contemporary society through the way that people have based their actions, through what their religion says. So, for instance, here in the Philippines, Roman Catholicism has influenced our contemporary society to lean more on the conservative side.
So, of course, as I have said earlier, we must do good and we must put ourselves in the principle of solidarity in which we are accountable, we have responsibility. And I think according to 1987 Constitution of the Philippines, it states that we need to do good in order for us to avoid consequences that we will face in the future.
Thank you, Miss. So let's move on to the fourth question. Did your religion affect or influence your views on gender roles?
At a young age in this institution, we've been taught the story of Adam and Eve, and that has really affected my views on social norms when I was young. It made me feel like women were inferior and that we were just a second choice because we were made to make the men feel less alone. But ever since then, I've grown to have a much more developed view on gender roles, and I've learned to view things outside of the story of Adam and Eve. That is all. Thank you.
We all know that our country, which is the Philippines, is predominantly Catholic. We are raised by the values, the teachings, the Catholic teachings, and for me, I know that in Catholic teaching or the CST, it states that it must the women and the men only, right? It doesn't matter to me if you have different roles, as long as you know your limitations, you know your boundaries, right? As long as you don't do anything wrong to other persons, but we must think in our minds every day that in order for us to be respect, in order for us to treat good, of course, we need to treat others the same way. Thank you.
And last question, what is the impact of religious organizations and groups on school campuses today, and how do they affect issues regarding gender inequalities?
Personally, as a student who has participated in religious organizations and activities, I don't think that these things have had an effect on issues regarding gender inequality.
So thank you. We all know that our school is a Catholic school, right? Our teachers, principals, and even people that surrounds us teach us, moral lessons that we will apply ourselves, that we will move closer to God. And I think that it is really, religious organization is very, very helpful to us to prove or to help or to respect other people, no matter who and what they are.
Thank you, Miss Jasmine, for having this interview. Thank you.
Everyone. Thank you.
So this concludes our interview with you. Thank you so much, ate.
Thank you, gid. Ay, gid ko sa bati ko sa mayo-mayo. Okay lang man, ayhan. Okay lang yan.
Thank you so much.
Nakibadi ko ba yung ipalapitan ko nila nga amo para sa amon. Okay lang, Gia, para sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Manang.
Thank you, Gid. Thank you.
With the world that we are living in today, these are the things that we have learned during the interview. Firstly, we need to be cautious on what to say to other people. It never hurts to be more careful. We also need to stay respectful to others during conflicts and despite our differences. Lastly, we should be mindful that not all religious groups have the same beliefs and practices. For what is accepted in our culture does not mean that it is also globally accepted in others. As aspiring humanists with a burning passion to positively impact the world, and as Recolleto learners, we could contribute to eliminating religious conflict by defending the rights to religious freedom and actively participating and supporting peace advocacies. Being aware of the various cultures, ways, and rules of different religions is a one step closer in mitigating common conflicts in religions. We believe that the only way to end conflict is to let peace commence.